we Filipinos, we love Hollywood, so I think somehow, in some way, Marvel Comics also impacted our experiences in pop culture. Hello there! You're listening to the Pinoy MCU Fan, a bunk collective Filipino podcast where I get to talk about everything and anything Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm your host, Jim. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Pinoy MCU Fan podcast. So, Disney Plus is finally in the Philippines. Finally, no more VPNs for me because all this time I've been using VPN watching Disney Plus. Another win that I found is that I can finally watch MCU stuff while using picture in picture. So I can definitely do work and other stuff on my computer while still watching Disney Plus. So yeah, and also it helps a lot with multitasking. Yung picture in picture sa Google Chrome extension, it helps a lot because yeah, ako yung mga taong parang gusto ko lang may TV naka-on. Pero syempre, I don't wanna, yung pwesto ko kasi, nasa gilid yung TV. So, masakit sa leeg kapag lilingon pa ako sa TV. At least kapag yung picture-in-picture, yung mata lang yung lilingon. Wow. Ang laking problema. Pero no, it's malaki siyang help para I feel comfortable while working, di ba? Right? So also, since I subscribed for a premium account, I've been binge watching a bunch of movies and a bunch of documentaries. And of course, I want to share my recommendation with you guys. But before I do that, let's talk about the actual Disney Plus Philippines subscription and app muna. Okay? And no, this is not a sponsored episode. So, wala pa ako sa ganung level, guys. But it would be great, though, if Disney Plus sponsors me, di ba? Disney Plus, if you're listening to this podcast, my contact information is in the description box below. Hindi, charot lang. Pero hindi po talaga ako sponsored. Pero, sana soon. Hindi, charot lang uli. But for real, let's get real muna. Disney Plus launched in the Philippines last November 17. And I've already decided that I'll be getting the annual premium subscription because it's so much cheaper and more easier for me to pay. Na kasi, annually lang, hindi siya monthly. Hindi ako masistress monthly na, magbabayad ako. Ganon. So this one costs, the plan that I got costs around 2,950 pesos compared to the premium monthly payment of 369 pesos. So, for the 2,000 that I'm paying, parang yung monthly nun is parang around 200 pesos lang. So, malaki din yung na-save ko compared mo naman sa around 200 pesos. Compared mo yun sa 300 pesos, di ba? Malaki-laki din, di ba? Wow. So, for the annual premium, I saved around 30% din. So, not bad. And of course, for me, it's super sulit na because my family can create their own profiles. Kasi up to 7 profiles din yung kaya sa Disney Plus. And with the premium, you can get 4 simultaneous streaming. So, 4 na gadgets, sabay-sabay na nanonood. So, sakto yun sa amin, sa pamilya ko. Tapos, ito pa, up to 4K, high definition din yung quality ng video mo. So, I do believe that is super sulit, lalo na, the Pinoy MCU fan, I consume a lot of MCU stuff. So, I want to make sure that whatever I'm watching, it looks good, diba? Pero of course, whatever plan fits your budget, go for it. For mine naman, I subscribe directly sa Disney Plus website on my laptop. Pero I believe yung GCash, meron silang promo currently sa mga Disney Plus subscription. So, if you guys are planning to get a Disney Plus subscription, check nyo muna yung GCash. At saka meron din ata sa Globe, I believe. So, check nyo muna kung Globe user ka. Check nyo guys kung meron kayong discount. Diba? Now, I have quite a lot of comments regarding the actual app itself. I just find it super weird. Kasi nung lumabas siya noong November 17, pahanapan pa talaga ng Southeast Asian App Store link just to download the Disney Plus app. Yung gamit ko kasi na app dati is the US version of Disney Plus. Tapos, I borrowed my friend's account to sign in dati so I can, watch while I'm in Hawaii. So, yon. Shout out kay Jem. Siya yung guest natin sa Wanda Maximoff episode back then. So, thank you, Jem, for letting me use your Disney Plus while I was still in the US. Tapos yon. Nung umuwi na ako here sa Pilipinas, I used VPN just so I can continue accessing her Disney Plus account. Now, the Philippine Disney Plus accounts can only work in the Philippines while using the Southeast Asian version of the app. So very siya, not really travel friendly yung Disney Plus account mo. Unlike sa Netflix na literal you can bring it anywhere, which is great. But I think this is Disney's way of making sure hindi nagbabaro-baro or palipat-lipat yung account mo. Which is understandable because business is business, but I just think that it kind of sucks. Pero, ayun nga, what if you travel outside of the country a lot? You can't use your Philippine Disney Plus account while abroad. But, that's okay. That's a problem for next time. Di ko muna siya masyadong isistressin. Kasi I'm not traveling naman, so okay lang. Pero, napaisip pa rin, di ba, kung worth it ba talaga to or not. But anyway, ayun nga. After downloading the Southeast Asian version of the app, I was finally able to log in. Ito pa pala, they use your phone number to log in, so that's already super different from the account details abroad and on Netflix as well. Kasi diba on Netflix, you use your email and password. Dito naman sa Pinas for Disney Plus, you use your phone number and OTP. But yeah, I guess it's super different, but you guys get the gist. Okay, eto na. So when it comes to the interface of the app, I talked to a bunch of you guys on Instagram and also discussed this with fellow bunkmates as well. Medyo weird yung interface ng Disney Plus. At saka, I find it really slow sometimes. And the way that they catalog their inventory is so hard to navigate. I mean, the video itself is not... I don't find the video itself slow. Pero like, of course, you wanna go around the website and explore more movies. I just think that the whole thing is like slow in that part of the experience. Parang for me, it's not easy to navigate, unlike Netflix. Kasi diba yung Netflix, ang saya maghanap-hanap ng ibang palabas doon, very user-friendly siya, and maganda yung pagkakatalog nila sa mga inventory nila. I also encountered problems with casting Disney Plus on my TV using Chromecast, but, thankfully, after an hour, I was able to get it to work. Tapos ito pa, ang tagal niya maging HD kapag kinakast mo siya sa TV. Mabilis naman Wi-Fi namin kasi I also use that method of like casting it on my TV with Netflix. And Netflix is HD agad. I don't have to wait like 10 to 20 minutes for the movie to look HD. Kasi ganun yung nangyayari sa Disney Plus. So, I feel like these app problems are anticipated naman. Kasi literal na bago launch pa lang ng Disney Plus. Tapos, ang dami natin gumagamit. So, parang feeling ko na-overwhelm yung app. So, I think it's pretty understandable. But I do hope that they listen to our complaints. And hopefully, soon, lalo na at malapit ng holiday break, ang holiday season, mas mabilis na yung app and yung pag-stream. So, it will be a super smooth experience din talaga for us, diba? So, yon. Speaking of experiences, ito na guys. Oh my God, ito na. Since the launch of Disney Plus, sabi ko nga kanina, I've been binge watching a bunch of documentaries. So that's pretty awesome. I'm also super excited to watch some of the Defender series because I absolutely loved Daredevil. So I do think I'll be checking out the rest of the Defenders soon. Also, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is here also, so it's gonna be easier for me to binge watch the series and finally experience the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Wow, alright. Also, of course, everything Marvel is on here, so someone also DM'd me on Instagram na excited na din daw sila to watch X-Men, the animated series. So, I know, a lot of you guys grew up watching that show. I currently have a list of stuff to watch already, but I am definitely adding the Defender series and X-Men animated series on my list. Also, Everything Mutant is on Disney Plus as well, so if you guys want to cry over Logan, please do watch it on Disney Plus. I absolutely love that movie. Okay, but for this episode, I would like to share with you all the top 5 Marvel documentaries that I'm sure you guys will appreciate. I'm quite into pop culture documentaries and like sometimes science stuff of documentaries, which is also exciting because National Geographic is also on Disney Plus. But syempre, share ko muna sa inyo yung mga Marvel recommendations ko. So my first recommendation is Marvel Studios one-shots. Actually, sorry. Actually, hindi pala to. Itong this one is not actually a documentary. So I'm sorry about that. This is actually a bunch of like short films or short videos of our favorite MCU characters, diba? The plot in these one-shots help explore more stories within the MCU that can help connect different scenes and movies from one another. I believe these one-shots are added to DVD packages of the movies that they accompany with. Some of these are on YouTube as well. Pero kung may Disney Plus ka na, 'di ba? Watch it here na lang. Dito ka na lang manood sa Disney Plus para, 'di ba, super HD. So far, we have 6 episodes of the Marvel Studios one-shots. So the first one is the 2011 The Consultant with Coulson and Sitwell, and it is also connected with the mid-credit scene in The Hulk. So yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., diba? Coulson and Sitwell. The second one is from 2011 as well. It's called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer. This is probably their longest one-shot title, but it's super fun. It stars Coulson, and if you guys remember in, I believe, Iron Man 3 or Iron Man 2, it was when Coulson told Tony Stark like, "Hey, goodbye. I'm gonna leave you here. I have to go to New Mexico because I got a new mission there." And then turns out ito yung period na nag-drive si Coulson from California all the way to New Mexico. So this one is pretty fun. I really like this one. So the third one shot is 2012 Item 47. This one shot is set after the events of the first Avengers movie with the Battle of New York. And also, we have Janice from Mean Girls in this one shot, which is, if you ask me, it's pretty amazing because when I watched Item 47, I haven't seen Janice for like a long time because I only know her from Mean Girls. So it was a surprise to see her in Item 47. And this one shot is it feels good. It's a pretty feel good episode of one shot. Fourth one is 2013 Agent Carter. And of course, that's, the only Carter that we know in the MCU. Agent Peggy Carter. And the third one is 2013's Agent Carter. Of course, that's Agent Peggy Carter. And the success of this one shot actually led to the creation of the Agent Carter TV show. So that's pretty amazing. And I love how this one picks up right after the events of Captain America, the first Avenger. 2014, All Hail the King. This one follows the end of Iron Man 3, I believe. And it features Trevor Slattery, the fake Mandarin from Iron Man 3, I believe. So, if you guys remember, this part connects Trevor to Shang-Chi. Kasi, medyo spoil ko na yung plot. Kasi sa All Hail the King, this is where the Ten Rings actually kidnapped Trevor from prison. So, this one is pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. Ben Kingsley is funny as always. And lastly, this is actually a 3-part episode of one shot. So it's called Team Thor series. This shows what happened to Thor during the events of Civil War between Iron Man and Captain America. And of course, this one, parang joke time na lang to. Like for me, I would think that this is just a funny way to answer the question, what happened to Thor and Banner during Civil War? Parang this one shot definitely answers that question. And it's literal na joke time lang siya. And it's really funny. It's really funny because it was shot mockumentary style. So think like The Office, Modern Family, Parks and Recreation, those kind of shows. So I really, really enjoyed watching Marvel Studios one-shots. So far, ayun nga, yung last one-shots natin is from Thor Ragnarok. Because yun din yung movie na nag-answer, nasan ba sila Thor and Hulk nung Civil War? Ayun. So, hopefully in the future, we're gonna have more one-shots. But I believe they went to special presentation na. Parang nag-evolve na yung one-shot into a special presentation. Which we can definitely see with like Groot the series and the special presentation that we're gonna have from the Christmas special of Guardians of the Galaxy. So in a way, if you guys think about it, one shots definitely started this whole really here to expand our experience of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is really, really fun. So, the second show that I recommend is called 616. It is an anthology documentary series with 8 episodes. Each episode is an hour long and it's a pretty fun and heartfelt documentary series. As of right now, as of recording, I've only watched up to 2 episodes. So let me share the episode titles with you guys so you guys can have an idea what this documentary is about. Number 1, Japanese Spider-Man. Number 2, Higher, Further, Faster. 3, Amazing Artisans. 4, Lost and Found. 5, Suit Up. 6, Unboxed. 7, The Marvel Method. 8, Spotlight. I absolutely loved episode 1 on this docu-series kasi I've always known that there's a Japanese version of Spider-Man, but I never really looked into it like what's that all about, you know? But this episode really was really fun and insightful, and it really takes you to Japan and how Japanese Spider-Man really impacted Japanese pop culture and media. Episode 1 is definitely enough to hook you into this docu-series. So that's the reason why I kept watching it. Episode 2, Higher, Further, Faster, is about the women representation in Marvel Comics. And I loved how they highlighted Miss Marvel, Miss Kamala Khan, in this episode. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I absolutely love Kamala. And I know that you guys also DM'd me your love for Kamala. So it's really amazing. Please check out this documentary. Again, it's called 616. My third recommendation is Marvel Studios Assembled. This is a behind the scenes documentary that features all of the Marvel Studios projects in Phase 4 so far. So this show definitely takes us to the process, the production, and the writing and the conception of the movies and the shows that we love. It started, I think, from Black Widow all the way to She-Hulk. They have the behind the scenes for that. So let me show you all the episodes that they created and assembled project on. So we have WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Black Widow, What If, Shang-Chi, Hawkeye, Eternals, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Miss Marvel, Thor Love and Thunder, and She-Hulk Attorney at Law. So far, those are the episodes. Hopefully, they show us the behind the scenes from Black Panther Wakanda Forever soon because I absolutely love that movie. I cannot wait to do my review on Wakanda Forever, which I will share with you guys on December. So, please watch the movie, you guys, if you guys haven't. So, yeah, and then after you guys watch that movie, listen to me talk about Wakanda Forever. Diba? But yeah, for the assembled documentary, I really enjoyed watching the process and the production that goes behind the scenes to bring our favorite characters in world to life to the big screen. My favorite assembled episode is probably the one on Loki. It's amazing. There's this one scene in Lamentis, if you guys remember that episode on Loki, that was taken in like one long continuous shot. It was amazing, and the assembled episode showed how they made that scene happen. So yeah, I truly recommend Assembled for you guys, my fellow MCU fans. For my fourth recommendation, this one is called Behind the Mask. I've watched this documentary already, and it really gives its audience a peek into the evolution of Marvel characters. Again, I say this again, especially if you're a new listener. I am not a comic book reader, But I love learning more about Marvel Comics because the MCU characters that we all love watching are based on these comic book characters. Behind the Mask, the documentary, really shows how these characters were shaped by the events happening at that time. This documentary truly shows how these characters impacted our pop culture and media. And of course, they probably meant, American pop culture. But who are we kidding? We Filipinos, we love Hollywood, so I think somehow, in some way, Marvel Comics also impacted our experiences in pop culture. And lastly, from pulp to pop. That's the documentary title. From pulp to pop. This documentary celebrates the 75th anniversary of Marvel. It aired on November 4, 2014, and was hosted by Emily Van Camp, aka Sharon Carter. Diba? I haven't watched this documentary yet, but after seeing the trailer, it covers the development and creation of the comics up to its journey to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And we all know how much the MCU truly cemented these comic book characters into the world's pop culture. So, in a way, I feel like if you're like me, who is an MCU fan, you can definitely relate and connect to this documentary. I haven't watched this documentary, pero after recording this episode, I am definitely watching it agad. So yeah, kung nagtataka ka kung bakit medyo short tong episode na to, there's a reason for it, because Disney Plus and Disney Plus na ako. But yeah, these are my Marvel shows and documentaries that I truly think you guys will enjoy and love as much as I do. There's also a bunch of non-Marvel shows that I'm planning to binge watch on Disney Plus, like, Nat Geo's Limitless with Chris Hemsworth, and TV shows Abbott Elementary and Atlanta. I also kind of want to watch the Kardashians just so I can mimic their valley accents, like, yeah. Wait, is that how they say yeah? Yeah? Yeah. See, I cannot do it, so I need to watch their TV show so I can get the accents. Pero joke lang yun. Charot lang po. But yes, I hope you guys find this episode interesting. Sana yung mga shows na ni-recommend ko, you guys find it interesting as well. So yeah, tara na guys, manood na tayo. Let's binge watch na. Let's go. And of course, if you do watch these shows, please do message me. Let me know what you think. You know the drill. I am on Instagram. And this is the end of this week's episode. I will talk to you guys soon. I will go watch Disney Plus right now. And message me, okay? DM me, you guys. Bye! Talk to you guys soon. Bye! Thanks for listening to the Pinoy MCU Fan. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. To connect with me, you can follow or message me on social media at the.PinoyMCUFan. The Pinoy MCU Fan is part of the Bunk Collective. Discover more podcasts at thebunkph.com and follow us on social media at thebunkph. That's it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!